better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said
Run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said
run when you 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 hear that. I said you better I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. You better I said run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that. Run when you hear that.
So there you go. Good evening, everybody. Bruce Foster here, chewing the fat, and welcome to the show. That was obviously, for those of you that don't recognise it, is Lake Powell over in Arizona, and I've seen some videos of that being ridden a few times, and it always looks really exhilarating, and it'd certainly be one I would love to tick off the bucket list. Getting there might be a bit of an issue, and getting a ski that we can ride it. To do that would be fantastic, but hey, we can only live in hope. So welcome. Tonight we've got Jake Braun on the show, and he's going to talk about things planned for their group, the Jetski Jake Family page, and the things they've got planned for the summer months. They have some ideas on the pipeline, and I'll get Jake on to talk about it. And then later on, we'll obviously go through a bit of a roundup on some of the race stuff, as well as some of the recreational stuff as well. And then obviously we'll finish off with our little video for the evening. So let me just get things started on the interview with Jake, and we'll go from there. So hopefully it gets on pretty good. Let's just flick over to the other screen. And hopefully it comes up. Oh, I've got somebody there. My head. Hello. So hopefully Jake's in the room. It looks like he is. So let's knock on with that, and hopefully he comes flying in. Can you hear me? You've got no audio. Have you switched your sound on? Nothing yet. Are you set up for Facebook? Can you do it on Messenger?
What does this do?
There you go.
There we go. I worked it out.
I've got you now. I've got you now. So there we go. I hope my sound is okay because in my headphones it is going absolutely bonkers and sounds really loud. But hopefully it's not too loud for everybody that it blows their eardrums off. So, mate, welcome and thank you for offering to come on. And when I reached out, I was never sure if when I reach out to everybody, in fact, that I wanted to come on, I'm always worried that they go, nah, I don't see the point in it. So it's nice to have you coming on. And it's like I've said to you before as well, Jake, I want to be supporting some of the stuff that you do. And yeah, we don't always see eye to eye, but I think it's important as a community that we do these we do these things. So welcome anyway. So how are you?
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Living the dream. Can't complain. I
You're
need this
out
weather to go away so I could jet ski a bit more. But
You're out and about everywhere at the moment.
yeah,
Let me just get this sorted out. I'm missing something. What's missing? Your name. That's what it is. Yeah, there we go. For those of you, it's more than just Jetski Jake. It's actually Jake Braun, or do you call it Bruin?
Braun. It's half
Braun
German.
is Braun,
Well,
right?
It's
Okay.
German, but I'm half German. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Some people would say that I'm half stupid, but hey, what can we say? What can we say? My volumes are way through the roof and probably blowing people's drums out. That looks like it might be a bit better now. So.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. It should be good. Dave Venel in New Zealand saying it's fine, so that's good. That's good. So, obviously the weather's been a bit hectic, and for people who are not aware of what's been going on in Queensland, it, as they would say in Scotland, it has been blowing a hoolie with the wind.
Blowing a what?
Blowing a hoolie. That's what we call. That's what we say in Scotland. Blowing a hoolie.
Like a hoolie, like a hula.
Like a real strong wind that comes through, you know.
Yeah, right.
So that's what we call it in Scotland. But so it's been blowing a hoolie here.
It has. It's been brutal, and like Sunday looked really good. Like it looked amazingly flat, and now the wind's picked up and maybe a few showers.
Yeah, exactly. I was looking at that myself because I was noticing that you've like I'm going to go over the rides that you guys have got planned at the end of the show, but you've got one on Friday night, and then there's one on Sunday. Is that right?
I think Sunday,
No,
Saturday
night.
and Sunday.
Yes, and Sunday. So night ride, and then your
I
daytime
ride Saturday night with Mr. Carl, the self-appointed 5-star ride leader, and he does a really good job with Brisbane. And then I'll do Saturday.
Right. Okay.
Sunday.
And the Sunday ride is Peel Island.
Yeah.
From Jacob's Well.
From Jacob's Well, yeah. We'll just head up, have breakfast at Coochie. I was thinking about trying that there's a new place on Coochie that does like buffet breakfast on Sundays now.
I think is Alan not on that one? Is he not all over that yet?
He hasn't been there yet. He hasn't done the new buffet breakfast
What's
at
he
Coochie.
playing at?
I don't know.
I thought he would be their first customer.
Well, we went and tested out at Runaway Bay Marina. A burger place won best burger on the Gold Coast. So we took the skis down and tested that theory out. Amazing burger. It was really good. I'm just there with my little single burger, and Alan's got his like double or triple or something.
Alan's ordered the buffet
around it. Yeah, he's having a buffet burger.
He what was the one that he did a couple of weeks ago? Or I think it might have been last month or something. It was some buffet place he went to, and he absolutely gorged on everything. I think it was.
That was the Marriott. I think the Marriott he did 8 plates.
You're joking.
Yeah, it was wild. He had so many plates.
I wouldn't fancy riding a jet ski after eating all that.
Well, he tends to just cruise at the back after a buffet, and he just, I think he just puts on his music and he just vibes out.
Is it because he's maybe in a food coma?
Yeah, I think definitely goes into a food coma and he hibernates, and then he's good to go again.
Now you've been up to a few different things lately. You used to be the big advocate for the Insta X3 camera.
Yeah.
Now you seem to have changed alliances. What's going on now?
Look, Insta360 fills a really good space to just hit record and then edit everything after. And it's a fantastic first action camera. And I still use it to this day. I get a lot of cool shots. But I'm doing some work with DJI Crossmark here in Australia. And yeah, just through that channel, get to explore all their products and really test out. And so I never really considered DJI action camera until I had one in my hands, and I've been using it. It's ridiculous.
How do you find a drone?
Yeah, I'm not great at it. I spam poor. I spam Gabby. I spam everybody actually. This doesn't work. But Mr. Jeff Lakeford cops a fair few messages from me going, "Why does it look like this?" And he's like, "You did it wrong." I'm like, "Oh god."
Yeah, it's like I'm horrible with games controllers. When it comes to playing video games with my son, I just give up. I'm like, nah, I'm out. You know, it's no good.
With drones now, you can hit a button and it does all the really cool shots for you, or you can select follow you. They take a lot of the hard work out of it now. So
does that not take some of the fun out of it? Although it's lessens the liability of crashing.
Exactly.
Like I bought a cheap one a few years ago, and I mean a cheap one, and I tried to do it manually, and oh my god, I was all over the place. It was just like, I think if I remember correctly, I landed it just short of my next door neighbour's nice luxury car. Yeah, exactly. It was pretty close to hitting it. So I was like, nah, I'm putting it away. So I thought, because I've got a little street at the side, which is dead end. Nothing goes in there. Nobody lives up there. So I just set it up there, and I thought I'll have a little play around there. It went up and up and up. I thought, yep, I've got it. Oh, this is great. And then suddenly it just started drifting one way. And I was like, shit, and I panicked. And I just pushed it right over. And that's the problem. That's the problem with me. I panic.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. Like, since using a drone and then having Jeff and Angie come out to film the scavenger hunt we did a few weeks ago, and just when you can have a little bit of understanding of a drone, then you actually see the people who actually know what they're doing, do what they do, and it's just a whole nother level of appreciation for it.
Certainly is. And then you've not just got the drone, but you've got the action camera as well, don't you?
Yeah, the action camera is amazing. I actually probably topple it above the GoPro as far as quality goes. But they both got their pros and cons. But the DJI is just phenomenal in color.
So from a point and shoot point of view, pardon the pun. So from a point and kind of shoot aspect, what would you say would be the more beneficial, or I think
starting off, definitely Insta360, because you don't have to worry about the camera angle. Like, everything's done through the app. All you have to do is hit record and just move it around a bit, and you can do the rest in the app. But GoPro to DJI, like, the thing is with GoPro, you have to mount it like that. But with DJI, they actually give you the option to either mount it like that or mount it like that. And for social media, that's just way more user friendly.
Yeah, unless you've got one of those little brackets for your GoPro where you can tilt it to the side.
Yeah, it adds so much. As soon as you bring the GoPro out, especially on a chest mount, it just adds so much weight, and then the camera would just drift forward a little bit.
Yeah, you can be riding. I've experienced this one with my GoPro before, and you could be riding along, thinking, "Great, I've got fantastic shots," and then you realise that because you've had to look down earlier on, that you've actually pushed the camera over, and it's like,
and all it is just a video of your glove box.
Yeah, I've just missed the last 15 minutes of what I've just appreciated there, and nobody can see what I did. So it's a pain in the bum. So how's the group going?
Yeah, awesome. It's just big family vibes, which I love. Everyone's really involved. It's not just the same few people talking. We try and do some non-jet ski kind of related posts as well, and just keeps it all flowing and moving. I think we finally hit 6 months old, and we're like 900 members strong now. We're not really chasing the numbers; we're more chasing the quality of people who really want to come in and learn stuff.
If you're getting the people engaging, then that's half the battle, and they're obviously being made to feel welcome. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sticking around. So, and they wouldn't be contributing either. So, you guys are doing something right, obviously.
Yeah.
What's the plans for the summer? You
Big
able
plans.
to share any?
Yeah, we're really striving to run at least at a minimum 3 rides a week. Definitely, it's just a lot hard. There's a lot of events coming up, but we're going to try and do 3 rides a week and really focus on the Brisbane side and Gold Coast side to try and mix it up. So,
Yep.
Really want to just have, especially those newer riders, just take them out. If people want to go to Morton Island and that sort of stuff, I just get them over there safely, show them a good time. Peel Island's always a good one. If you learn Peel Island, you can do the neighbouring areas. But yeah, we definitely want to do at least 3 rides a week minimum.
Yep. And obviously the expectation won't be just on you and Alan to do the leading. There'll be others to share the load on that as well, yeah?
Yeah, we have a messenger group at the moment. There must be about 10 people who have put their hands up, who are wanting to lead or who are wanting to at least be educated on how to lead.
Yep.
Which is awesome because if we get more people doing it, then everyone can enjoy it.
Means you can have more rides potentially that are tailored to specific ability levels or experience levels.
Exactly, and especially there's probably new laws and recommendations and regulations coming in in the near future, and it's going to see things like no more than 10 in a ride group and no more.
I think
than
that was
30
one of the things that had been suggested. Remember, we were talking a while back about these large group rides, and because there was like 50 in a group or whatever, it was just a bit too outrageous, and as much as us as riders look at it and just say, oh, it's only 50 skis on the water, but as was already brought to our attention, it was never about the actual size of the groups specifically. It was more about other marine vessels and their abilities to try and keep an eye out for that and monitor where they were in relation to all those crafts.
Yeah.
So, and
I don't think people actually understand.
Something I'd never thought about. I'd never thought about it like that,
When you're leading, especially single file, like 99% of the time we're single file, and when you've got say anywhere from 10 to 15 skis behind you, even just leading a pack like that, you have to navigate the channel to make sure that the last ski is going to come through, so a boat can safe, like not to intervene with other boats coming the other way, and it's quite difficult.
Yeah, and for people to appreciate what you guys are doing as well is the level of responsibility that you take upon yourself in order to make sure everybody gets there. And as us as riders, just following that pack, following that leader, I think as riders, most riders would take it for granted. But if you're a leader, and even following up the back, making sure the numbers are intact and nobody's splintered off without being seen, you're on you're on edge the whole time you're away, making sure everybody's okay. So hats off to anybody that does it. Hats off to anybody that does it. So good on them. Good on them. So I believe you have an event planned sometime in November. Is that one of your big ones?
That is National Sea-Doo Day.
Oh, is that what that one is? Right. Okay. I thought it was a
Sea-Doo
separate Jetski Jake event, like what you did the last time at Coochie.
So that was going to be 2 weeks ago. And then after some discussions with JSW, we decided to do Sea-Doo Day together this year. And my next event will get pushed back to probably around about mid-January.
Right. Okay.
But National Sea-Doo Day is going to be
What about the National Yamaha and National Kawasaki Days or rides? Is that going to be? Does that come under that same umbrella?
I do. I've never seen a National Kawasaki Day. I don't know. Would you do a day jet skiing by yourself?
Oh dear. No,
there's a few of you.
You know what? I've got Marty. This on film now. I'm going to post that little clip.
That little clip, take it out of context.
And I'm going to put it in the Kawasaki group and see what happens.
See what Jetski Jake, the Kawasaki guy, said.
I like that.
I wish we could rename Sea-Doo Day. I get it because Sea-Doo celebrates jet skiing on the water, but like Sea-Doo Day is actually
It's a market,
welcoming of every
it's a
brand.
marketing
Yeah.
thing from Sea-Doo's
It
point of
is.
view, and without a doubt. And with them being the largest brand on the water, it's pretty easy to see why. So, yeah, it's. I've got an interesting one for you here. I got a message from a friend earlier today who he sent me a picture through of the dashboard. It was the display panel of a Bombardier.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Two-stroke.
Two-stroke. Was it red or blue?
I don't know. I only saw the panel because he was
Yeah.
he was saying that I can't get it to start. He's been riding it regularly, and for some reason that message came up. And the message, you know what the message said? Main T, maintenance. You know?
Is that what it said?
That's what it said, yeah. So I immediately says to him, listen, you're probably going to need to get it serviced. That's probably the first thing. As far as it not starting, God knows, it could be anything. It could be, you know, it could be a belt, it could be, I don't know, plugs or whatever. So you probably need to go and see someone. Of course.
There's not too many people that service
exactly
it
it.
overseas.
That's what I'm coming to.
Makes
That's
it
what I'm
hard.
coming to, because there's not a lot of people will touch a two-stroke engine these days. But he's hopefully got somebody that will have a look at it down, and he's actually down the Gold Coast way. He's hopefully got someone that will look at it. But failing that, I spoke to Geordie at Shoreline, and he said that he could put me on to somebody that can help him, possibly help him out as well. So we'll see what happens
awesome.
with it. But I'd love to see the whole thing in the flesh, because, like, I didn't even know he had it.
This actually, we did a ride 2 days ago, and it's beautiful looking. Like, I think it had like 90 hours on it. 18-year-old Honda came out on the ride, and it was glorious to watch. It moves so
last
well.
time I seen a Honda was probably a Tweed River ride, which probably would have been about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think I had to get scrapped not long after that, I think, if I remember correctly. But
look, they were good skis back in the day. They were fantastic.
You know what? There's
on
a
fuel.
beautiful looking ski that the Honda was. So, and I know there's still some out there. There's plenty still out there. But yeah, you don't see many of them. That's the only thing. The old ones are the good ones. Like even Jamie up at Brisbane Kawasaki, we walked through his shed, you know, like his little storage area at the side. You walk through the back. It's like walking through a time warp. Like all the different skis. He's got a 50-year-old original stand-up.
Really? I've never been through that shop. I'd like to go up there actually and check it out.
It's an original 50. He even had the plate on it with the year it was manufactured. And I had to do a double take. I was like, seriously? And he's like, nah. I says, you never take it out? He says, oh, too much work.
Yeah. Take it out and repair.
Fair enough.
Let's go.
Now, last weekend, you managed to sneak a couple of little rides in last weekend, didn't you, despite the wind?
I did. Look, in weather like that, I typically probably won't do a group ride. Just because it's a lot of responsibility, and the weather's pretty unpredictable at the moment. So I just took myself out, which I haven't done in months.
You don't feel lonely?
Dude, I was so lonely. I was like texting people because I was so lonely. I'm like, I need company. I need people.
Come and help me. Come and help me. Come and be with me.
Yeah, exactly. I was always going to pull a spark plug out to call a VMR just so I had company. No, it was good.
But then someone would have taken a picture of you being towed.
Yes, that's true.
And you can't. The credibility would be downhill after that, mate.
Well, 6 months ago, I needed to get towed.
You did, didn't you?
I put the video up myself. So
that's right. You're just as well taking it on the chin. It was like when I went in the mangroves. I was like, I've got to make a video of this, because if I don't, someone else will. So
are we going to see you return to the mangroves over summer?
I don't know. I read a comment from earlier today, and I think it might have been Sherry, one of your girls, Sherry Bell, and she made a comment about don't let your finger off the accelerator when you're going around the corner in the mangroves.
When in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah, so I'm making the assumption that she ended up in the mangroves. Would that be fair to say? Or close?
It would be fair to say that certain people have ended up in the mangroves, and it becomes topic. But actually, to be honest, the last 3 mangroves we've done have been pretty good. Like, there was no one in the mangroves the other day, which was good.
Yep. Nice and sheltered in the mangroves, though.
It is. It is.
No
Very
wind
flat
in there.
water. Yeah. No wind in there.
I wish it would drop. It's just hectic because I was looking at possibly going out this weekend. I was actually possibly looking at your ride on Sunday, but then I seen it was full. I was like, oh fuck, I'm not doing that one then.
Oh, I don't know. I hate not being so like. I wanted to say yes to everybody.
I know.
So I pushed the cap to 12, and there's still, I think there's 4 people.
And
or
then
something
you've
on the
you've also
standby
got
list.
the dilemma as well, is because I noticed also that some of them have got riders with some passengers with them.
2 ups. Yeah. Almost
So
80% of
you've
them.
then got the concern of when you get to wherever you're going to eat about how big a posse are you taking in with you. Which can overwhelm a few places.
100%.
Yeah. So,
well, the thing about, we're going to have anywhere from 200 to 300 jet skis at Sea-Doo Day at Tipplers. But Tipplers will put on, I think they put on 5 or 6 more extra staff than what they usually do to accommodate this year.
So hopefully the waiting times aren't as bad as it can sometimes be when it's busy over the summer months.
Yeah, and I think they're going to do like an express menu as well, just to push the food out real quick,
fine.
like breakfast burritos. So.
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it's going to be, like all going well, it's going to be a busy summer.
Yeah, and then the Santa ride's not too long after that as well.
It is, and I just discovered as well, it's on the same weekend I'm up in Blooming Townsville. So I'm not even going to be there. And I can't, and I said to Jen and Mel that I would help out as much as I can on the day. I wasn't going to take part in it, but I was going to help to kind of just help them with the running of it kind of thing, or and help a bit of promotion, a bit of video or whatever. Yeah, I'm not even going to be here for it, so I'm a bit.
Really?
But this is my annual pilgrimage. Well, it's actually my wife's annual pilgrimage up to Townsville to see her old work colleagues, and I get dragged along as well. So,
is that because you're the trophy husband? So you get taken up, shown around.
What can I say? What can I say? I might be knocking on a bit, but I'm still a decent-looking rooster.
It's good. I like Townsville up there. You should take the jet ski, drive up.
Well, yeah, I would if it wouldn't, like, if it didn't take a couple of days to get there, I would. And that's what puts me off, the couple of days drive up there. It's the same with the Wet Sundays. I really do want to do the Wet Sundays, and I'm going to need to bite the bullet and drive up. So in order to make that happen, I need to make a sacrifice. So that'll have to go. That'll have to happen. Listen, I've got to say, mate, I'm still taken bad with the lack of hair on your head. How are you getting on now?
And I've had a couple of haircuts too.
Have you? Keeping it in,
yeah,
keeping
I've
it in check.
had 2 or 3 haircuts now.
The beard's coming along nice.
Yeah, it's thick and dried up this time. Actually, it's actually come back a lot thicker. So
does that mean you'll be shaving it again then? So you get it even thicker the next time?
I think I'll do the charity thing once a year. I think I'll do the same time every year. I'll find different cords. I've already kind of thought who I want to do the next one with. So it'll be really cool.
You're a glutton for punishment, man.
Oh, and I know the waxing's going to have to come out next event too. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do it. Yeah.
No, I'm not buying that one at all. I'm not, like, I remember I had we did a charity one before, and it was just getting your legs waxed, and that was a killer. But one of my teammates, he had cuts all over his legs, like where he'd been kicked and stuff like that playing footy, and he got his legs waxed, and of course everything got pulled off, including hairs and anything that was loose on his skin. Yep. Needless to say,
was it blood?
Yep.
Oh no, poor man.
And the stupid idiot also said, you know what? I'll go the armpits. Even got around his chest and his nipples. Oh.
Really? I got a friend, Greg. He's a paramedic that comes on a lot of the rides, but he waxes from shoulders down. Yeah, just straight waxing. Just waxes. Yeah.
Just brings a tear to my eye just thinking about it. Greg Stacey's basically said back, crack, and
that's
sack.
Him. Yeah, that's him. He waxes from shoulders down.
Is that him? Oh, okay.
That's him. He's the waxer.
Greg, your secret's out, mate. Your secret's out. Hey, listen, it's meant to be more aerodynamic.
Yeah, it's probably.
So he probably does it.
explains a lot.
There's purpose in that because obviously less fuel he's using
Yeah.
when he's on the ski. So
Yeah, fuel economy went up.
that's smart
He's a
thinking,
smart
man.
man.
That's smart thinking.
Yeah.
Smart thinking. Yeah, like that one. Maybe that's where we're going wrong. Maybe that's why we've got bigger fuel bill.
Yeah, that must be why my fuel bill's so much every week because I got so much hair on my chest and my head.
I must say though, we've had a bit of a reprieve lately because the prices have been pretty
Yeah.
good.
I fill up at Costco, so I never got hit hard with the $2.40 or $2 because I only put 98 in.
You got the benefit of Costco's down on your doorstep, and a lot of people don't have
it's literally
that.
one straight across. Yeah,
If you're living in Ipswich or you're living in Coomera or you're living in North Lakes, you're fine. But if you're living
Yep.
anywhere else, it's potluck.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of friends. What they do is when they drive past Costco, they get the 7-Eleven app and they fuel lock the Costco price, and then they can just fill up
Can you do
locally
that?
to them. Yeah, so you download the 7-Eleven app.
Yeah,
and
I've
then
got
you
the
just get,
7-Eleven app, but I didn't realise you can lock in another provider's fuel.
So yeah, if you're, it's called Fuel Lock or something, I think, and then you just hit it, and it'll just save to the cheapest price in your area, and it's always Costco, so you can pay less fuel.
That's nice. Like it dropped suddenly 20 cents the other day.
Yeah, it just went. Everyone's talking about it
It was
going
like
up.
$2.20, $2.19 or $2.09 or whatever. And like up in our way, the Bayside here in Cleveland and Thornlands, it's rip-off central. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
charging an arm and a leg. And we would be paying about $2.12 just for E10. You know?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
how
wow.
expensive it was. And then when you get down to 7-Eleven at like the Carnubia or somewhere like that, we drove past there and I sat at the lights were at red, and I just looked up and I just saw the price, $179 for unleaded, for the E10. So
What do you put in your ski?
So my wife was like quickly locking it in for her own car. I'm thinking, what about me? I use 95 on my ski because I use 95 in the car as well. So
Okay.
I've got the old Outlander, and then 95, I'll always use 95 on the. I don't use anything less than 95 in my ski.
That's good.
I know some people, I'll use 91, and I've heard of some people occasionally using E10. I'm like,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be doing it. I wouldn't be doing it. But 95, occasionally if I've had to, I've put 98 in.
Yeah,
But usually it's 95. Yeah, and it's been fine. So
yeah.
I know a lot of people won't do that. They'll usually just stick 98 in it, but 98 is extortionate.
How many hours are in your ski now? You've had that ski a
It's
while,
not as
haven't
much. I've had it a while. It's not as much as it should be.
you?
I think it's 174 or something like that on it, which is way down way down less than it should be. But I'm a bugger for going out a couple of times and then I'll sit in the garage for a couple of weeks or 6 weeks or whatever, you know, and then I'll go back out. But then there was a period of time where I was working overseas, and then every time I came home, I was home for 3 weeks at a time, and I never had anybody to go out with.
Yeah, okay.
The weekends I did, but the weather was usually shit. You know, it was usually pretty
midweek
crap.
riding's where it's at.
Or because I was home for the 3 weeks, I was doing something with the missus. So it was kind of a limited window as to when I could really get out. So I really sat in the garage for quite a long period of time with me just going out occasionally. But yeah, I'm needing to get out more. There's no doubt about it. And I'm needing to get a new battery in it because when I put it in for a service just recently there, Jamie said, "Oh mate, your battery's looking a bit iffy. Looks like it's on its way out. You're probably going to get a new one. You probably need to get a new one." But I knew that anyway because I knew there was a couple of times I'd went out with Daz Keel, and I tried to fire it up and it wouldn't fire up. But luckily there was a gentleman who had appeared at Jacob's Well after me. He'd said, "Oh, you having problems starting?" I was like, yeah. He had one of those wee battery packs, and that's what made me get one. That's what made me get one.
Did you get the King's one, or which one did you? Oh no, you got the.
No,
Shell
I bought the one.
Costco,
I
didn't you?
bought one from Coogan's. What's it called? 2 seconds. I've got it here somewhere. I can't remember the brand of it. It's I think it was like $119 or something like that.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, it does the
Did you
job.
see my battery died a couple weeks ago?
You had one with what was the brands you had? You had one from. No,
No, I had I took a group ride out and we went through the seaway. We got almost near the jumping pin, and then as soon as I slowed down because a whale came out of nowhere, as soon as I slowed down, the cell dropped and I was completely dead in the
Oh,
water.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah,
okay.
and I rang VMR. VMR couldn't come get me for a long time because Jake as well wasn't operating that day, and Southport only had one vessel. Luckily, I had I think about 4 or 5 skis with me, and one of them towed me back.
Yep. It's slow, isn't it? You got toe tap on yours, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And then actually I got towed into the boat ramp. I'd already called JSW at the time. They came down with the trailer, dropped a new battery in the group ride.
And then you went back out again, is that right?
Went back out.
Yeah, I did read that. Yeah, that's right. Right. I know Costco's were doing a jump start, doing a shell jump start, like a portable battery. I think that was $99 or something like that. But looked like a decent bit of kit, but I bought the trickle charger and everything as well, so just to make sure I keep it ticking over, so it's handy.
Yeah.
The funny thing was I took that portable battery out the first time, and I never needed it. Didn't need it once. And then when I went to meet my wife immediately afterwards, old mate, there was an old boy sitting in the car park with his car. He couldn't get it to start. And I said, what's the problem? He says, I can't get it started. It's not turning over. He says, the battery's flat. I went, I've just got the answer for you, mate. So I went away and got it, and I fired him up and got him off home. He was over the moon.
Well, I find the majority of safety gear that you carry is really for people other than you. Like the amount of times I've used, tow ropes or any of that sort of stuff. It's usually for other people.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to run out of time here because obviously Zoom calls only give me a limited period because I haven't got a plan with Zoom.
Yeah, that's fine.
I haven't upgraded, so our clock's ticking down a little bit, but we're 7. Oh, we're all right. We've got 7 and about minutes or so.
7 minutes.
Cool. That's all right. We can squeeze out a few things. What's the girl? What's your girl up to? She getting out with you, Roxy?
She is. She comes out at least once or twice a week. Because I try and get out, 3, 4, 5 times a week. So she'll come out for a couple of those.
So just to keep you on a leash.
Man, she's now like she was not really a jet ski kind of person. Love the water, but now she needs the same thing. She's like me. You need that water fix. You need that mental health.
You realise it's going to be, a double trailer, 2 jet ski kind of.
It's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen.
That's just going to get out of control, mate.
And then because Gabby, Brezzo, and Alan got her jet ski license.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so
you've got them to blame for all that. So
yeah,
thanks, guys.
Yeah, but thanks, guys. More fuel, more costs, more everything.
She's going to be stealing your ski if you don't address that issue. She's going to be stealing yours.
Well, I've already pitched the fact I might upgrade my ski, and then she can take the green machine. So that way, the green machine stays in the family.
So you're leaving the junk? Is that what you're saying?
Mate, that ski has had so much bloody money spent on it. It's got everything. The ski has everything.
It's all right. I see what you're up to there, right? I see what you're up to there, Jake.
Is that convincing?
Roxy, if you're watching the show, don't do it. Don't give in to him. Don't give in to him.
She likes the green colour, actually. I'm actually really pumped for these new CD models coming out. They should be arriving in the next couple of days.
When's the 325? Is not until January or March, isn't it? Or is it?
No, first.
When's the first consignment in?
Like in the next couple of weeks.
Is it? I read somewhere it wasn't due in until January.
No, there could be some stuff coming to CD Day. Can't really say, but there'll definitely be some stuff.
Machine.
Huh?
I want the green machine.
Oh, yeah, Roxy just come in the room and she said, I want the green machine. She was watching.
Roxy, you're giving in too easy, darling.
Bruce said you're giving in too easy.
No, I love it.
Don't give in to the dark side. Don't give in to the dark side. Ride a Kawasaki.
Can you? I've never ridden a Kawasaki ever.
Listen, I wouldn't let you have mine because you'll really take bad with it. To be honest with you, you will, because I love it, but its biggest downside is that obviously because of the age of it, it's got a reverse lever that you actually have to pull the handle and then lift to get the bucket to drop. It's not a trigger mechanism, and that is the only downside to that particular model. Now, obviously,
have you ridden one of the new ones?
No, I haven't. I've been offered the chance to borrow one to take a ride over to Morton, which I'm going to take up that offer. But it's just a question of when.
Would you trade up?
I probably would, and I have thought about this, and I do need to think about a new one, and I was contemplating looking at either the Sea-Doo or the Kawasaki, but maybe more naturally aspirated rather than supercharged. Because I'm not a flyer. I'm not one that just whizzes around all the place. I like to cruise and just kind of watch and look and see what's going on around me as well. So take in what's going on. So I don't like to see the world just flying past me. But I'm also contemplating the possibility of maybe trying a bit of racing. So I don't.
No way.
I don't
That'd
know.
be great.
I'm really thinking about it, but
yeah, you should do it. I've been contemplating it for next year's season.
Listen, I've done some stuff in the past, and I've always came out of it pretty bad. Whether it be broken bones or injuries or whatever, and that's the one thing that I'm just like, I don't know. I really don't know if I want to do it or not. You know,
just have Daz follow you around the track, and that way he can just catch you if you come off.
We'll get that medical boat that Morton Bay's got that goes to all the islands. We'll just get it to follow me around. I'm thinking about it, so I don't know. I'm just, it's ideas in my head. But to be honest, if I'm going to do it, I need to get myself fitter, because in my current condition, there's no way I could do it. I'm bad. You know, I've got buggered shoulders already. And I mean like surgery on both of them, and I just know that they'll probably be the first thing to go if I'm not properly conditioned. So
well, I was out with Roxy the other day. We're doing a group ride, and as I went to leave the 6 knot zone to go up, and I just out of habit, I usually stand up for a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I stood up, and then all she hears is "oh," and then I sat back down. She's like, "What?" Like my knees are just not what they used to be anymore. I'm gonna have to start strapping it more and more. Jetski, and it just takes it.
Just imagine that, and when you're in your 50s, and it's like every bone. You know what I mean? So
it's just the whole body.
It's not just your knees; it's every bone in the body. So
Pete and Sarah, they're always putting their body to the extreme. So
I know. So you're thinking about it yourself?
I am. Yeah, I'm definitely considering it. I'm getting
could be an
lots of
interesting
encouragement
beginners
from
class.
friends.
Could be an interesting beginners class then.
Might have to see if I can get my hands on a RXP 32. Just to get a nice shiny red one or something.
Listen, mate, on that note, I think I'll let you go.
No worries, my friend.
All the best, and good luck with
good
luck with the rides this weekend. And
thanks so much, mate.
Take care.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye. So
there we go. Jake, got a few things going on. A man of many things that are going on at the moment, so he's keeping busy, keeping out of trouble. So keep your eyes open on the socials. Jetski Jake Family page. Jake also posts stuff up on his own page as well, Jake Brown. So look him up, add him as a friend, join the group. It's one of many groups that are out there that service the southeast Queensland and Queensland area. So check them all out. They've all got something to offer. It's worth looking up and having them added in your list, so that when anything comes up, you'll find out what's going on. So there you go. Okay, so thanks for that, Jake. Let's go to the roundups. So let's go race first. New South Wales have managed to get their committees sorted out. Now, this came out last week, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was. It was last week after we went to air. So I wasn't able to get the full list. I was trying desperately to try and get an idea of who were on the committee. But I also was weary about jumping the gun a little bit as well, because I didn't want to steal the thunder from the committee who maybe wanted to release it themselves. So I needed to find out directly from the committee, and I unfortunately couldn't find out. So here's our new committee for the 23-24 season down in New South Wales. A pretty resounding looking committee, pretty well, good numbers, experience across the board. And guys, I wish you the absolute best for 23-24 season, and be good to see you all back racing again. So well done. And New Zealand they've just got their committee together as well. They're all sorted out. So Dave Vennell, obviously president, Sean Cresswell's vice president, Beanie Campbell secretary, treasurer John Wright. Committee members across the board there, Richie Ryder, who we had on a couple of weeks ago, Rachel O'Grady, who we had on the other week as well, Mandy Skips, which is Noah's mum, who we've also had on the show. And yeah, so congratulations to them, and good luck for the 23-24 season as well. Now they've also got a, yep, there it is there. Let's see if this comes up. Yep, there you go. So there's an introduction day, 4th and 5th of November. Wahahi, I hope I've said that right. In Huntly. Welcome to an introduction to jet ski racing. Contact the organisers of this at Jet Ski Racing New Zealand, and they'll keep you right with the details of it, the times, and what you can expect to get out of this. And all the details are on this event. Riders briefing, practice, all that kind of stuff. So you'll get a fully versed on what you're meant to do as far as racing, from equipment to how to race, how to ride safely. They'll get tips and hints from the experienced riders there as well. So look that one up, because it's certainly worthwhile. I think that's New Zealand. They obviously have their summer series coming up, starts in December the 3rd. We'll leave that one just now. I'm not going to dwell on that one too much at the moment. Wait a minute. We go in here. They also have a welcome to welcome to jet ski racing on the 19th as well. Same spot. So I've got a few things going on there. Try and get new riders involved in the sport. So welcome. Get yourself involved. Get in the game. So that's then. Wellington Jet Sport Club. They have round 3 of their winter enduros finishing this weekend. Good luck to everybody there. If you're in the area, go check it out. Help out. Hold the skis, whatever. If you're thinking about racing, ideal opportunity to get down there and see what it's all about and ask some questions to people that are there. So that's Wellington Jet Sport Club. Check out their page. Canterbury Jet Sport Club did have an event last week at the weekend there. There was no results though, that's the only thing. I've asked a question, was there any results available? Unfortunately, there hasn't been any response. So, yeah, maybe if we get them through and if they post them somehow, we can maybe read them out on a later show. So we'll come back to that one. QPWC, unfortunately, they had well, not unfortunately, they had their last round. Well, they did. So unlucky for some people. The last round of their long summer series finished at the weekend there up at Clontarf at Bells Beach, and we don't have results for that, unfortunately, and that's unfortunate, but we'll hopefully get them up, and QPWC will be posting them up when it's all good and ready. I did contact club president and asked if there was anything available, and unfortunately, because these guys are volunteering, as are all the clubs, they all have volunteer staff, then work that pays the bills has to take priority over anything else. So totally appreciate that, and we'll get their results in due course. So that's all the racing roundup at the moment. Now Jake, obviously we had Jake on there just earlier there. He has a few things on the go, and oh yeah, there's one for you. At the moment there's a boat sitting in the Brisbane River at the moment at the West End. Apparently got hit by a city cat and is now sitting there on the bottom of the river. So be mindful of that if you're up that way. It's maybe been moved now. I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't think so. But hey, just keep your eyes peeled just in case it's still there. And the pop-up rides that Jake was talking about, or we were talking about earlier, there's the Brisbane River ride, Saturday night, 5:45 briefing. It departs at Columsley Ramp, which is over by the Gateway Bridge, or it's just before you go under the Gateway Bridge to go out into the open water. So it's their destinations at the Powerhouse for a bite to eat, small run through the city and back. It'll be a nice cruisy 40-60 Ks. So that's a nice ride. That night ride is pretty good, and it's well worth it. Guys, if you're going to go and sign up for it, make sure you have the appropriate lighting that are legal. If you have any doubts, drop a message to Carol on the Jetski Jake page, and they'll keep you right. As at the moment, they've got 10 skis going, 10 spots available, 5 of which have been taken at the moment. So they've got 5 left for everyone's, and that's what it looks like at night. Guys, if you've never done the Brisbane River ride and you're thinking about it, it's well worth it, I must say. Well worth it. And the other one, it's Jake has, is the, let's just see, he's maybe removed it though. Ooh, God, I don't remember it being this far. He might have taken it down, I'm not entirely sure. Because it was full. That must have been taken down because obviously it was full. It's the river round, the ride from Jacob's Well up to Coochie Mudlow, to Peel Island, and over at Coochie Mudlow for a breakfast, and that's on Sunday. So because it's full, he's probably taken it down, so that's fair enough. So that's Jetski Jake Family. Check out their page, and like I said, it's always good to be part of their group as well as some of the other groups as well. It keeps you well informed with what's going on, and rides available as well. You'll find a lot of people are usually in each of those groups, or a bunch of the groups, so that you'll see cross posting from a lot of people for rides I mean. And where we got, someone was on the Jet Ski Riders Gold Coast Brisbane page. There's what the mangrove runs look like. That's a slow paced one though, it's not the fast one, or the faster one. It's a nice little ride. It's different. If you're looking for things, you're looking for something different, definitely worth giving it a go. So yeah, just keep your wits about you though. So that's the mangroves. That's what it looks like when you're whizzing through. So there you go. Where are we? Yeah, there we go. Nikki Suter was asking if anyone was going out over the weekend, and we're launching from the Gold Coast. So Nikki is also in the Jetski Jake Family page as well, asking the same question. If you're looking for rides, never be afraid to just drop a message when you see a post like this. Never be afraid to just drop a message in the comments and just say, hey, listen, I'm keen. And then that contact will be made, and then PMs will start being exchanged about forming updates, times, all that kind of stuff. Because sometimes it's difficult to, people don't want to plan their rides out too far in advance for various reasons, whether it be time, people's own time and their commitments, as well as the weather changing. As we've seen, the weekend looked pretty good for a nice ride this weekend on Sunday. The weather's starting to get a bit gnarly again because the wind's picking up again, and yeah, it changes people's dynamic a little bit as far as what they want to do. Yeah, so just drop a message and keep that communication going. There's always plenty of people looking for rides to head out. Now, let's not forget the Santa jet ski ride. Okay, so this is the 3rd of December. Entries are still available. The link is, this is an event page. Okay, this is the event page. So if you look, sorry, if you're looking for this particular event, just go to the Santa Jet Ski Ride 2023 and you'll find it. It'll come up in your search, and in there you'll find the details of it. So hopefully you can see what's going on. There is no Guinness Book of Records attempt being made on this because of the financial implications that it was going to cost the charity way more than the money they were likely to bring in. So it's purely about raising money and raising awareness of children in care at Christmas. That's what it's all about. Okay, but the fun for us and the fun for riders is they get to dress up as Santa, Grinch, Santa theme, even dress up their skis, and then they get out on the water. And as a community, it does look pretty slick, and it does look really good. So if you're looking for it and you want to try it, if you've never tried it, give it a go. And that's the entries. $35. That's per ski, not per person, per ski. Okay, so details are there, where you're meeting. You will also get an email about this event once you buy your ticket as well, so you'll be well versed and well informed of what's going on with this ride. Okay, so there's the details in the entries when you buy your ticket, and very straightforward, very simple. So let's do this for the kids. Okay, that's that one. Let's just get rid of these. Now, one final couple of things on the Jet Ski Republic page. The t-shirts that were ordered, they've now started to arrive. That's Dave Vennell from over in New Zealand. He got his last week. I know that Romeo in the UK, who we had on here a couple of weeks ago, he had his t-shirt delivered as well the other day, so he has his as well. And I know that some of the others will start dropping through your letterboxes shortly. So guys, these are still available. If this is the kind of thing that you fancy buying, they're still available. $35 for that particular t-shirt, with any print you want on that's got a city or your country. Okay, so it can be Brisbane, Gold Coast, it could be Hobart, Lauriston, that kind of thing, you know. So these are the things that I can do, and every one of them can be custom made if that's what you want. The logo here, Dave asked if I could put the logo on it. Hey, not a problem. Still the same price, $35, shipped to your door for this t-shirt. Okay. Now, if you want one, just drop me a message and let me know what it is you're looking for. I'll send you through some images to proof that you're happy with it, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So yep, they're still offered. They're available as a double-sided print as well. It's an extra $10, so it's $45 shipped to your door for a double-sided print t-shirt if that's what you want. Okay, and there are some of them on their way to the girls. I've got some of the girls' pink t-shirts, so hopefully they'll be dropping through their letterboxes soon. One of the things I forgot to mention last week, sorry, that was me at the weekend. That was a challenge. That event for me, it was a big challenge, but we got there in the end. Now, if anybody's wondering what we get up to or what I get up to here in Jet Ski Republic, just go to this link here. Now, I've got a LinkedIn page, okay, so it can be anything. This is the event from last weekend. I'll need to remove that. If you're looking to buy a t-shirt, you can put in contact details in there. The YouTube channel where we go live and I post my videos. Facebook, everything goes on there. Instagram as well. Occasionally I'll do some stuff on TikTok too. You'll see what we get on about, whether it be the podcast or making some videos, promos, whatever. If you're feeling generous, you could if you want buy a coffee if you wish for me. It does go it does go down the throat. It's it's not, I do enjoy my coffees, I must admit. So yeah, if anybody's feeling generous, that would be greatly appreciated. So that's what we're all about here. Okay, check it out. It's in the LinkedIn page, and that's that. And then the one last thing I want to put up. There's what the t-shirts are looking like for the girls that are going to be getting them. So that's the girls' t-shirts that's on their way. And hopefully the girls will be getting them shortly. I should have them in the next week or two. And the last thing is this one that I should have talked about a couple of weeks ago when I posted it. This one here. If you're looking for an event that's a little bit different, my reasonings for this is I wanted to do something a little bit different. So what I mean by different was body and mind, something a bit more therapeutic. And what's better than, we always talk about the therapeutic aspects of riding our jet skis out in the water, but what about our physical attributes as well? It's not just our mental aspect, it's what about the physical aspects, which would then heals the mind as well. So I've put together this limited event for 10 skis. It could have a passenger on it, so we could end up potentially with 20 people in total, including the instructor. We do have a qualified instructor who's willing to do it. Location-wise, we're talking about either the southwestern beach at Bribie. I can't remember the exact name of it. It'd either be at Bribie Island, or actually one of the things that was suggested was at Bulwa over on Martin Island at the wreck at Castaways. So that's one of the other venues. So it's going to be either one of those two venues, but it's obviously going to be dependent on whether we get full numbers for this or not. So there will be a slight charge on this on the day, but that's purely to reimburse the yoga instructor who's coming over. There's fully qualified, fully insured. So if anything happens to you while you're doing your yoga, all good. Okay, so I'd love to see this happen. I don't want to be pulling a pin on it if we can avoid it. And but that's one there. If you're interested in doing something a little bit different, and if it catches on and people want to do more of it, happy to organise more in different locations across the area. And I think it would be something a little bit different and something nice. And I'm going to be there. But I'm hoping that you guys will all be there as well. So drop me a message. Let me know you're interested. I'll start to fill up all the spaces, and then we can full steam ahead and confirm the exact venue. Like I say, we've got the instructor lined up, and we're just needing the seats, the places all taken up. So on the day, all you'll need to do is just bring a mat with you, some kind of yoga mat, towel, whatever. Okay. So that's that event there, and it'd be great if we can do that and pull that one off. I'd love for that to happen. So let's just wait and see what happens. All right, so that's us for this week, and so where do we next week? Next Wednesday, I won't be able to do the show next week because I've got work Monday, Tuesday, and I'm away all day, overnight for both nights. And Wednesday, I'm actually at a social outing with my wife and my friends, and yeah, I'm going to see Sam Smith. Okay, in case anybody's asking, so that's going to be a bit of an eye opener and an interesting one. So yeah, it could be fun, but it'll be a good laugh, and that's it. And if you're with friends, then it's always good fun. So that's where I'll be next Wednesday. So there won't be any show next week. We will resume the week after that. So that would be, let me just get my dates right. That would be the 15th of November that we'll be back on air. All right, so I'm going to leave you with this video from the Whitsundays. It's Rebecca Hales, and I always love sharing her videos because she puts up nice little videos, which are a little bit, the mood's a little bit different compared to Morn Durant's, and he puts his up as well. So I'm going to leave you with this one. This is Rebecca Hales and Whitsundays. Until next week, until 2 weeks' time, take care, stay safe, look after each other. Thank you.
Here we go again, you think by now I know better. Locked in my head, romanticizing forever. Last love I found, knees met the ground and all my roses died. Swore I was through, but looking at you, I think I changed my mind. Yeah, let's fall in love for the fun of it. Dive in at first and all of it. Oh, what a rush, looking into your eyes, playing it off like it's different this time. Let's break our own hearts for the fun of it. One look and I'm dying it's different this time.